say this to you and I hope that you can hear me. Therapy is not about you doing better. Yeah, that's part of it, but it's about the people around you getting a better experience. Those grandkids that don't know you, the daughter who has been yearning to have a mother daughter relationship but just can't get one. The reason why you needed to tell me today about all those great things that you're doing is because in your mind, you really do think that I'm out here hating you, hoping that you suffer and that you fail. Again, you've seen me as this person that I'm just not. I'm not this bitter, evil bitch that you think that I am. I'm a loving, caring, kind, supportive individual, but you just won't let yourself experience that side of me. That's the reason why I say go to therapy, so that maybe I could spend some time in a kitchen preparing Thanksgiving dinner with my mother around my family when I finally am able to cultivate one, because I've had to undo years of trauma in order to get this far. The second part of it is when you say, "Oh, I didn't call you because of the way the how you what you said." Do you not realize that you've been doing that my entire life? You've been telling me my entire life, Alicia, I don't love you because something you've done. I don't call you because I don't like what you said. I don't call you because you're at work. I don't call you because you might be busy. I don't call you because you might be sleepy. You don't do anything for me because it might. I don't send you random letters and cards because I don't know if I have you right. I mean, it's always I don't do something for you because of you and you just being alive. I'm just living. And you're like, I don't do loving things because I don't want to get in the way of you being alive. I'm confused by that. And I don't think that you understand the years of trauma that I had to undo because of that, because of only seeing it that way. The men I've dated, the friends I've dated, and nothing but a performance artist I turned into, constantly trying to get somewhere, constantly trying to do or say the right thing or be available enough to get just anybody to act like they actually loved me. And I couldn't. 38 years old and I'm just now finally getting to the point to where I can actually be around people who are giving of love, because I had to heal myself beyond the trauma of somebody who's like, I would love you, but I can't because you're doing. So, yeah, a year and a half of not talking to you, and I end up calling and talking to the exact same woman, the woman who thinks I'm some bitter bee out here who wants her to suffer and it, thinks she's horrible, that gets to get treated badly. The one who isn't shown love because she's, what am I doing now? That I don't get a phone call back. What am I doing now that I don't get, the one tradition that we had was like the little summer sausages at Christmas. What am I doing that makes it so hard for you to just show love to me? It's a question you've never asked, which is why I tell you to go to therapy. I don't think you see how often you live out the bitterness and the resentment and the anger and the hatred, and you scapegoat and blame it on me like I'm the source of all this. Haven't talked to you in a year and a half. We can't be that important to one another. I want you to think about that one. We can't be. And there's something wrong with that. So I've done everything that I could. It was just very sad. Now I have a little bit more trauma to unpack because, like I said, that whole I don't call you. You've been saying that forever. If it's not, you don't like what I said, then it's, I don't know if you're asleep, then I don't know if you're at work, I don't know if you just don't call. What's the reason for not sending just a random letter or a text message? I don't know. Maybe that's my fault too, why I can't be loved. But I'm telling you, I spent my entire adult life feeling like there was something wrong with me and why I couldn't be loved. So if you're wondering why I'm single, I was healing myself and getting my life together. I'm not a lesbian. I've got no disease I can't get rid of that's going to make some man, want to stay away from me. It was legitimately just not wanting to settle for somebody who never knew that, actually showed me love. I didn't want to constantly be performing for nothing. And I had to cut that off. And first, like with you, and then, obviously with other people. The biggest thing is, and I'll leave with this, I used to wonder, like, I'll give you an example how Cecilia just couldn't say happy birthday to me on Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. But then when I realized that she's got everybody convinced, just like you do, that I'm this evil, hateful person, she can't say happy birthday. We can't go to trips. We can't live together and have a great life because she'd have to give up that story of hurt, pain, guilt, shame. She's not ready to do it. It's the same way with you. Like I said, when we went on those trips, you can't come back with a great story of how wonderful my daughter is if you've been talking about what a terror I've been. So it's up to you to decide to give that up so that you can actually experience me for who I am. And I can't make that happen within you. But it is clear to me and obvious to me, especially since the only thing that you had to tell me was how good you're doing, that you still think I'm this hateful bitch that wants you to suffer. I've never been that girl. Never been her. I'm sorry. Sorry, Robert treated you so bad. Sorry, my dad died. Sorry, it didn't work out. I'm sorry that I was 8, 10 years after the other kids and you could have been grown raising. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I exist here. I feel like a little orphan child out here, never getting loved. I'm sorry. I can't, I'm about to cry. Like, I can't apologize for being born. All I've asked is for just a hint of genuine love from you, and it never comes. Just a whole bunch of excuses why I don't get it. So, yeah, it's hard for me to, after a year and a half, talk to the same woman who thinks nothing's wrong, everything is great for her, because nobody else's reality matters but her own. Have a blessed day, Mom.